Hey guys, so welcome back to 100 Line Lost Defense Academy. Let's carry on where we left off. We're on a recruitment drive, and we've picked up our first passenger with Tsubasa ready to fight alongside us, as long as we vomit alongside her. Trouble is, she's the only one with a fashionable pouch, so I guess maybe we'll just hope she forgets our promise, but in the meantime, our attention has turned to Gaku here, and, well, he's clearly seen better days. It's filthy in here. Huh? Why won't I fight? Because I'm scared, obviously. Well, that's, how I'm feeling too, but I'm not using that as an excuse. After filling up on the sandwiches I'd brought him, Gaku revealed the reason why he won't fight. I mean, how is it not scary? What the hell are those invader monsters anyway? They're like straight from a manga. There's no way I can face them. I'd rather get kicked out of the school than have to fight them. Well, if you get kicked out of the school, you will be fighting them. Or you will die. If you get kicked out, you're guaranteed to die. Isn't it better to fight and live longer then? Especially with our handy-dandy revive-o-matic. I'm telling you, I can't help that I'm scared. How can all of you be fine fighting those monsters? You're the ones who are crazy, not me. Must have a couple screws loose. It's not like we want to fight either. But we have no other choice if we want to protect what matters to us most. If we don't defend the school, everyone in the Tokyo residential complex is in danger. I mean, they're already in danger. I mean, don't you have people you care about? If we don't fight the invaders here, they might be killed. I'm pretty sure he's mentioned in the past he has people relying on him. People I care about? I don't have anyone like that. What? But your family? I don't have a family. I'm an orphan who was abandoned as a baby. I worked and survived at the poor group home that took me in. I found myself falling silent. I had no idea Gaku had such a past. I see. Sorry, I didn't know. Whatever, I don't really care. Besides, being an orphan isn't all bad. Because all I gotta do is look out for myself. I don't give a crap about the Tokyo residential complex. But are you sure? If the Tokyo residential complex goes down, everyone dies. If I've learned anything from my time playing Yakuza 3, orphans are, well, unfortunately, and tragically so, looked down upon. So, I get your pain here, Gaku. You might not have any family, but surely you have people you don't want to see die. I told you I don't. I struggle enough looking after myself. It's been like this my whole life. I'm only looking out for number one. Well, guess what? Fighting here would be looking out for number one. If you're kicked out of the school, you're screwed. Okay, we're done here. Go home. Wait, hold on, just hear me out. I told you I won't fight. If you want me to risk my life so much, then bring me money. Money's the only thing I'll risk my life for. Bring me a fat stack of bills, then we'll talk. Money? Judge me all you want. I don't care what people say. This is how I live my life. Oh, so you're a mercenary now, are you, Gaku? If you're not gonna pay me, then get the heck out of here! Shoo! Shoo! Hey, it's my name. He literally told me to shoo, the bastard. Gaku pushed me right out of his room. Shoo, shoo, whack. Well, that didn't work. Seems like the only way he'll hear me out is if I actually bring him money. But nobody has money here. We were basically brought here with just the clothes on our backs. If I can't pay him money, maybe I can give him some sort of gift instead. And if he stays at the academy, fights, he can cash it in or something. I'll have to bribe him with something else. In any case, I need to get him to open up to me. Let me try making a gift for Gaku using the gift-o-matic in the rec room. But what will get him to open up to me? What's something he wants? Something with monetary value. No point trying to think of something on my own. I'll go ask the others and see if they have any ideas. Maybe we'll stay away from Darumi. I can just imagine what she's got cooking up in her mind. Where is everybody? Alright, Tsubasa's in her room. Okay, everyone's in their room, the non-fighters. Tsubasa, help me recruit someone else. Nope, never mind. She's still thinking about it, actually, now that I remember. Okay. It'd be nice if we just did this all at once, so we could just do one exploration and gather the materials we needed, but obviously, I understand why we're doing it this way. Who's down here? Hiroko. Surely. The brains of the operation, you've got some ideas? You look like you've seen some money in the past. I peeked into the war room and saw Hiroko typing something on the computer with a serious look on her face. What are you doing, Hiroko? I'm looking over footage of past battles and making a record. A record? Like a kill count? Are you making a leaderboard? You just want to see yourself on top, don't you? A record of how many invaders and which commanders we took out. Basically, I'm creating objective data detailing how much we've contributed to this war. Oh, okay. Jeez. She's got KPIs running. We're gonna have stats, and whoever has the least stats is gonna get put on a performance plan or kicked out. She's even doing administrative work. She might be hard to get along with, but she's certainly brilliant and capable. Well, it's not like she's got anything better to do right now. She doesn't need the training, clearly. Isn't that a lot of work? Obviously. You think I want to do this boring work? Well, I don't, but it's still important. We need to keep these kinds of records. Or they might try to shortchange us when it comes to our reward when the war is over. Oh, so you're a mercenary too. Reward? Didn't I mention it? These invaders have a pretty nice bounty on their heads. That's what Sirei said, at least. If that's true, then we're not fighting for free? Well, this could help. Convince Gaku, right? That's why I'm documenting all this for you, so that doesn't happen. So there are rewards for taking out the invaders. I might be able to use this information later when trying to get Gaku on board. By the way, do you know if there's anything Gaku might want? Do you think I give a fuck about that little miscreant? Sorry, never mind. Thank you. Alright, well, she gave us something unknowingly, but something nonetheless. Floor 2. Let's head on over to the training room. Takamaru, what you got for me? Huh? Something Gaku might want. What about some needles and thread? Needles and thread? Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing. He doesn't seem like no amateur. Once he looked at the embroidery on my jacket and got all worked up. It was all like, not bad embroidery, but I could do something like that easy. So Gaku can sew? I'm surprised that Gaku has such a domestic side to him. I mean, if he's constantly wearing tattered clothes because he's so poor, I can imagine he's trying to patch it up all the time, rather than buying new ones. Where do you think he learned how to sew? Well, he's the oldest of a big family. After having to sew up the clothes his brothers ripped up day in and day out, he just got good at it. Big family? That's not what he told me. He said he was an orphan, but before that, he mentioned he had a big family, right? Apparently. Oh, God, do you have to pay attention to anything? He's got over 20 siblings. Like, holy shit, right? But I guess every family's got their issues. Wait a second. Maybe those are the other foster kids living in the group home. But if that's the case, turns out he's got a family after all. Why are you saying it like that? It's like we're going to use them as leverage. I should make a note of this. Gaku's got a family of foster siblings. Alright, good to know that my memory isn't completely failing. We did know that. Eito, you helped me out last time. Give me a winner now. 87 days to go. A present for Gaku? What about clothes? Clothes? I guess his outfits are always patched up. He doesn't have a lot of clothes, or the money to buy more. I mean, we're all wearing the same outfit, unless we use our hemoanima. I see, so he doesn't have the means. So I think he'd be very happy if you gave him clothes. The guy asked for a fat stack of cash, and we're gonna give him socks like he's a house elf. Like, God. Hey, so, okay, bless your heart. But I can't just bring him any old clothes. It'll have to be something he likes. We'll have to give him a tuxedo or something. If I'm going to get him clothes, I need to research his tastes. Okay, do we have a bit more liberty when it comes to the gift giving this time around, I wonder? With Tsubasa, it was kind of on rails. We give her the fashionable vomit pouch. But this time, it seems we've got options. Thread and needle, clothes, fat stack of cash. I mean, obviously we can't get the Gift-O-Matic to develop that, but who knows? I always get my floors mixed up when I use L1 and R1. It's okay, we found no way. Not in the entrance hall. Sorry. First floor hallway. Darumi! Please, lend me your wisdom, O wise one. Tell me not to give him something deadly. Where are you? I always take the long route. I wish it would just tell me where exactly they are standing. Here you are.
Look, Takumi. Look what I found.
What's that?
A surgical scalpel. I was wandering around some ruins when I found an old hospital.
Uh-huh.
I rummaged through the debris, and excavated a whole surgery kit. I can't believe I found such a nice blade. It must be my lucky day. Just think how much easier I can do my cutting.
Darumi swung the scalpel around as she ran down the hallway. At least she's running the opposite direction. She's acting like a psychotic slasher. Well, that helped. Okay. I'm starting to get an idea of what present to get for Gaku. Not a scalpel, because I don't need 2 maniacs running around. Present for Gaku? What about clothes? Gaku's always wearing patched up clothes, so a gift related to clothing might be good. Although giving him clothes isn't a good plan. I'm sure he has his own taste and style, and the chances of him liking whatever clothes I pick out are low. Apparently, Gaku's good at sewing. He don't seem like no amateur. According to Takemaru, Gaku can sew, and pretty well at that. Then what about giving him a sewing kit? He'd be able to make whatever clothes he wants, and even keep wearing his current clothes by mending them whenever he needs to. I searched the gift-o-matic for sewing-related gifts. After a few minutes of searching, ta-da! A sewing kit with all the tools needed for any project. In the hands of an expert, it's better than a machine. A sewing kit. This looks good. The materials I'll need are needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. That's a lot of materials. Gathering them all is going to be a pain.
I was running around some ruins when I found an old hospital. I rummaged through the debris and excavated a whole surgery kit.
I guess Darumi's going to accompany us this time around? If the place Darumi found was a surgical facility, they might have needles and thread for stitching. I'm sure it's also sure to have scissors. And if there are medical cotton pads, they might work in place of the cotton. Okay. I'll go exploring tomorrow. I'll have Darumi show me the abandoned hospital so I can gather the materials. I guess we're going to tackle the siblings on the same day. I mean, they are pretty much bonded together.
Ready to go find more scalpels for my cutting, Takumi?
How many scalpels do you need?
Hey!
You mean to look for materials to make Gaku's present, Darumi?
Yeah, totally.
Okay, let's go. Begin exploration. Let's make sure we don't have too much trouble this time around. We are starting to get the hang of the combat. Thank you so much for the extra tips, like defensive stunts to regain our energy, to nullify fatigue, and going to the training room and so forth. That's been really helpful, so thank you. Okay, take me to that hospital, Darumi.
Okay, but don't get mad at me if I get lost.
You have motivation to go to this hospital. Please don't sabotage. Okay, it's down south. Let's make a move. Search start. We'll go to the left. Let's go 3 spaces. Why not? They're the same anyway. You find a small pond. The water is cloudy and you can't see the bottom. There seems to be something down there. Wade into the water. Why not? I'm feeling risky. You jumped in to search for crafting materials, but you found nothing. You had spent so much time searching, the landscape around you changed. Reroll target space. Goodness me. Okay. I wish I could see what we got going up. Okay, plants. Triangles to view area. You see some pretty butterflies fluttering around. Their wing patterns are quite unusual. Catch one. You carefully observed the butterfly you caught. You felt like you understood its biology a little better. You've got an increased chance for plant materials, I guess. More plants at 3, or monsters at 2. It's riskier with yellow, so let's go for yellow. You find lots of clovers growing on the ground. Maybe you can find a lucky 4-leaf one. Let's pick regular ones. Bird in the hand's worth 2 in the bush and all that. Even an ordinary clover should be usable as crafting material. But even though you gave it your best shot, you were only able to pick 1. My best shot to pick 1 clover? Goodness. Times are tough. Wow, there's a lot of blank spaces over there. I feel like we're not getting the most out of our exploration here if we're just going to go straight for the objective. We're missing out on a few inventory items. Let's keep heading south. We can carry up to 9 after all. Strange seeds are falling from the sky. Pick them up after they hit the ground. Picked up a seed from the ground. Might be useful as a crafting material. Spinning seed.
We did it!
Alright. Let's go. More plants, I guess. Oh, that was a checkpoint. Sorry, never mind. It stops our path. Yeah, let's grab the rocks. You find a shooting game at an abandoned arcade. prizes are still lined up on the shelves. You can probably shoot one down. I will aim for the heavy-looking gem. The gem didn't budge an inch. The ricocheting pellets hit Takumi instead. Bloody hell. Okay. That's great. Let's go for some bolts. You find the remains of a giant robot. Might have some rare materials inside it. Check the power reactor. It looked like some kind of amazing power reactor, though you weren't sure how it worked. You decided to take it for crafting material. High-temperature nuclear reactor. Oh, yes.
Yes!
Bunch of academy students should be holding on to this. 90, though. Alright, well, this can get us to the treasure chest. Let's do it.
What?
School uniform! Nice. Let's do a battle, shall we? It's purple, so we're gonna have our work cut out for us here. Whoa! What on earth is that thing? Okay. Starting to face different enemies now. I am already wounded. We got Team U Teddy over here. A giant Easter egg, a regular dude, a UFO bell thing, and the regular soldiers. Okay. You only have 2 HP. You've got 9. I don't have Hiroko with me this time around, so...
My turn!
Not really going to be able to do some heavy hitting. I'll do something like this. He's in the way, so I can't get all 3. They're not in a cross formation, so I can't really make use of Darumi either. Do that. Do that. Will I get AP for defeating that one? We will. So let's do just that.
There! Got it!
Okay. Got 4 AP left. Homicide. Do something like this. I like that. Cool. You give me AP if I take you down.
Seriously depressing.
Like 2 targets. Do we just finish you off here? I will go into defensive stance here.
Gotta help!
Fatigue.
Let's do it to it!
Or like cast it aside. We can go up here now. We can kill these 2.
Piece of cake!
Cool. We do this. Do it.
Get away from me!
I didn't actually see what you're capable of. Nothing
Here
crazy.
we go!
No automatic retaliation. Thought we'd be able to take him out, but we cannot. But
Let's do this!
should be able to with Takumi, right? There we are.
Yeah! All right, say when.
And we might as well. We're going to do damage here. Let's just go into a defensive
Not
stance.
gonna
Get
cut
ourselves
it.
some armor. Okay. Oh, so it's like a support unit of some kind. It gives them armor. Buzz talk. Okay.
Let's do it to it!
Good to know. Takumi's in the way. I need to move him.
Let's go.
Where can we go? Like here, maybe?
There!
It's killing
You come over
game
here.
time!
Really? I thought I could get a cross shape here. Oh, because it's red. Sorry, it's too far away for her. Do it.
Stab, stab, stab!
Okay. Special
I've
attack
got
time.
this.
It's free,
Gotcha.
and it'll be down to 1 HP. All right.
Okay!
You can have the honors, Darumi.
Unalive yourself!
Now I see why we need extra knives or scalpels. You're constantly throwing them around.
We did it.
Silver ore. Cool. 3. There's some more Rocks or minerals? This looks like an old mineral store. There are lots of rocks on the shelves. Glowing blue rock. Oh. When you lifted the glowing blue rock, its blue light grew brighter and suddenly exploded. Party takes 3 damage. So, all of us. Let's go for the question mark this time. Doremi picked up a revolver from somewhere. She wants to play a game, question mark, of Russian roulette. Okay, but how many bullets is in the chamber? If it's 5, I don't want to play on the hardest difficulty. You put the muzzle against Takumi's temple and pulled the trigger. Bang! You blew Takumi's brains out. Ow. Keep an eye on your stamina. My dying words was to remind Darumi, hey, watch yourself. You could run out of stamina. But it's okay. We made it to the checkpoint here. You got needles, thread, scissors, and cotton. She dragged my ass over, even though I've got a gaping hole in my brain. Good news. You can sew the hole back up. Alright, I got all the materials. She did it. I'm good as new.
Okay, can we go home then? That was a fun game, by the way. You lost, ha, sucker. I'm getting bored.
Wow, I gave my life and she's bored.
I just want to go back to my room and play depressing eroges.
Sure, why not? Well, there you go. Darumi's like,
I had fun, but yeah, nah.
I'm good. I forgot about having to haul your dead body back to school. Although obviously we don't die because there's no time to bring us back through the undying flames. We were just simply knocked out. There was a blank in the revolver. Sewing kit. Let's craft it. Okay.
Aha!
Yes, the sewing kit's done. I immediately headed to Gaku's room with the newly made gift. I couldn't find cash, but here's some needles and a thread. It doesn't matter how many times you come over, I'm never going to fight those invaders. The only way to convince me is with a sack full of money. Well, how about you make the sack yourself, and then we'll put the money in once you achieve a big enough bounty. The heck is this, a sewing kit? Wait, you're giving this to me? Yeah, I figured you could use the sewing kit to make whatever clothes you wanted. Or you could just keep mending the clothes you already have. You're good at sewing, right? Alright, I gotta admit, this is pretty thoughtful. I just noticed some holes in my clothes. Yes, that's a pretty good reaction. I can tell Gaku's expression is softening. Look, I feel bad saying this after you gave this to me and all, but I still can't fight with you. I'm seriously terrified of those invaders. As you can see, I'm not exactly the big macho Chad type. No, I'm not asking you to fight just in exchange for this gift. More like a gift so I could get a chance to talk to you some more. Gaku, would you mind telling me why you're so against fighting? Come on, let me into your heart. Begin persuasion. Why won't I fight? Isn't it obvious? Because I'm freaking terrified!
I get dragged to this completely insane place,
You're such a chick.
and then they tell me to go fight these monsters? Like, what am I supposed to do? What even are these invaders? They look like they came straight out of a manga. Yeah, no way. Doesn't matter how much you ask, I can't and I won't. I mean, you tell me. How can you guys even bring yourselves
You
to
can
fight
make
them?
bank if you fight.
Seems like you're the ones with a few screws loose.
I'm doing it. Perfect. Oh, he is
Gaku,
super keen.
If you fight, you can make money.
Yeah. What? Make money? According to Hiruko, every invader you bag nets you a bounty reward. If you fight the invaders with us, you'll be able to make some serious cash. No freaking way. So you're saying this could be my way out of being broke? No, not just that. We actually have a chance of hitting it big and getting rich. We're soldiers of fortune, baby. Oh my god, he's gonna come. Alright, well, 30%. Looking good. Gaku, come fight with us. Let's get through this war and make a ton of cash. It didn't fully convince him, though. Not even halfway, in fact. I extended my hand and urged him to participate in the coming battles. But he's still scared. Gaku wouldn't take my hand. Instead, he averted his gaze and bit his lip. What's the matter? You don't want money? Yeah, I do. Real bad. Do you have any idea how long I've been broke? I'd gladly risk my life. No, 2 of my lives for a big payout. Then? But if I decide to fight here and help you take out the invaders, then all those bastards in the Tokyo residential complex would be saved too. Yeah, including your siblings. Quote unquote. Isn't that a good thing? No way! It's not fair! Not fair? I told you I'm an orphan, right? I grew up poor in a group home. You may not know this, but society pretty much treats you like dirt when you're a poor orphan. No matter how much I asked for help, these jerks in the complex never even gave me the time of day.
They didn't help me, so why should I help them?
Well, I mean, this is the same mentality we've got going on, so we better tread carefully here.
How is that fair?
Fair? Now's not the time to be thinking about fair, even though that's what we've been talking about these past couple of days. Shut up! You grew up in a happy family. I don't want to hear crap from you. Gaku started breathing heavily as he shut me down. His hatred towards the society that abandoned him is Gaku's true reason for not fighting. Yeah, he doesn't think he owes them a damn thing. He'll never agree to join us until this hatred is addressed.
Hey!
Gaku, I'm here if you want to talk about it. I'd love to know everything you've been through. I decided to ask Gaku about his past to see if I could find a way to change his mind.
You want to know how many jobs I was holding down back in the complex?
How many?
17!
Holy shit.
I was working 24/7, 365 days a year.
Yeah, that's
I worked
a good,
every
decent
day
starting point here.
until I was about to collapse. And I don't have a single penny to my name.
My answer, that is.
It all went to running the group home. I never got any time to myself.
Oh, they disappear.
Isn't that messed up? So I asked adults for help, to show some love to our home, but we got nothing. Politicians ignored our request for assistance. I went to companies to ask for donations and got tea thrown in my face.
I don't feel like
There's
this is
no
a good
way I'm
one.
gonna help any of them. I wish they'd all die. I will never, ever, ever.
Save your siblings. There we go. Whew. We have to be patient for that one.
Siblings.
So I'm kind of gambling a little bit here, like that a better option will come up, because good options may come and go by the time we reach the end. And if I'm left with shit options, then I'm all out of luck. My siblings? Takumaru told me. I guess our clue is like the information we gather from our, research, talking with the other students, right? So like Takumaru mentioned, hey, he's got siblings, you'll want to look out for him, so we should probably look out for answers relating to his siblings. You're the oldest in a group home, and you have a lot of foster siblings. If the complex gets destroyed, they'll all die. You're fine letting the invaders massacre your entire family? Gaku fell silent. He seemed rattled. As much as he seems to hate the complex at large, there's no way he'd just abandon his family. He's bound to change his mind once he realizes his siblings are in danger. No, I'm still not fighting. What? Don't you even care if your whole family gets killed? They're not my family. It's not like we're blood related. They're just strangers who happen to live in the same group home as me. What's wrong with you? You may not be blood related, but you're still family. Like, that's Karo and I, right? In a sense. Not only are they not family, they're a huge burden. I've had to suffer my entire life because of those stupid brats. Just thinking about it ticks me off. They freaking used me. If it weren't for them, my life wouldn't be as miserable. Those brats can go die, 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 die.
I hope the invaders kill every single one of those brats.
Okay, well, that's fantastic. Except it did say perfect, so I'm hanging on to the fact that hopefully he'll come around. Okay, it did go up a little bit. What's with this guy? Really? I get his anger toward the Tokyo residential complex, but why his family as well? They went through the same hardships. I think it's because they're all relying on him. Gaku, why are you so angry at your family? Would you mind telling me? I needed to abate Gaku's anger and get him to fight. I need you to use this anger on the battlefield, not against me. I decided to try again.
The reason I was holding down so many jobs at once was to earn enough money to feed my siblings.
Like you're the only one doing
Every cent I earned disappeared into their stomachs. I'm the one working myself to the bone, but I couldn't even afford to buy a single shirt. And despite all that, they never even thanked me once.
That's just how
they
kids
just
are.
complained about how there was never enough
It's
food
true,
or
but
snacks.
not helpful
They
right
treated
now.
me like a slave. If anything broke, they figured I'd fix it. They ripped their shirt, Gaku will mend that too. I must have mended their clothes thousands of times.
sound
I'd
like
stay
a
up
mole.
all night just to sew for them. They're little parasites that drained me of my time and money. If it weren't for them, I would have had free time and money for myself. I could have bought new clothes, eaten some good food, maybe even moved out on my own.
But why did you do this?
Give me back my time and money! Damn it! Just die! Die, 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 you stupid brats! Die, 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 die! The invaders can kill every last one of those brats! I wouldn't even shed a tear!
Well, that's it. See what happens when we're banking on. Oh, we weren't actually supposed to say anything at all. Damn. Okay, so sometimes even staying silent is an option. Okay, I didn't realize that. I thought we automatically fail if we don't give an answer. Shucks. Okay. Good to know, because I was like, oh man, none of these like feel like the one to say. I've like maybe one or two. No, not even then. Like I feel like they were all kind of negative in a sense. Damn it, die! They can all die. They all deserve to die. They all should just die. Man, did Darumi come in here before I did? But then why? Why is it when I imagine them being killed?
I start crying!
Because you care about them deep down. Like, you're doing this, obviously, for them. You could give up at any time. Like you said, you could just move out on your own. But no, you do all this stuff because you care about them. It's because you don't want them to die. Not really. But if you think about it, I'd be way better off without them. They don't add any benefit to my life. It's not about benefits and, you know, weaknesses. Maybe now at this particular time when we're in an academy trying to fight for our lives, but in real life, family's not about benefits. You should know that better than anyone. You're trying to convince yourself that you should abandon them when you know you can't. You're only making yourself suffer. How about you give up and just accept it? Fight to save your siblings. You want me to save the little brats who ruined my life? Oh, damn it! My life sucks! Was I a penny thief in my previous life? Where are you? It's not for me to judge.
Gaku, if you don't want to help the Tokyo residential complex, that's fine. I'm not doing this to save the world either.
Yeah, it's just a
Honestly.
bonus.
As long as I can protect what matters most to me, that's all I care about.
I took a step closer to him and stared right into his eyes.
You don't need to save the Tokyo residential complex. You don't even need to let go of your hate. Just fight to protect what matters most to you. Like me. For the ones waiting for you at the group home.
Just fight for your family!
Just fight for your family.
Alright, Gaku! He's obviously had it rough, man. Persuasion complete. Another one down. I do like this victory kind of music. I never asked for all those brothers and sisters, you know? My own parents didn't want me, so who needs family? They just get in the way. Oh, Gaku. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry I gave you shit before, dude. I feel really bad. He's working so hard for his siblings, for goodness sake. And, you know, even though they're obviously parasitical in nature, at least according to him, like, he still does it anyway, because he cares about them. Why should I have to keep busting my hump for them? Even now. It could be 1,000,000 miles away for all I know. My whole life, I've had to sacrifice everything for their sakes. Talk about rotten luck. But still, I can't just abandon them. They're family. We might not be related by blood, but they're the only family I've got, you know? Of course. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be there for your family. Is it asking too much for you to fight for them too? Sorry, but can you give me some time alone? I need to think through all this. Sure, I understand. I've had a pretty rough day. There's a hole in my head, so I'm going to go lie down. Thanks, man. You're a real decent guy. I feel a little better about myself now. You're welcome, buddy. Damn. I appreciate that 180 I've had on Gaku. Day 15. 15% of the way there. That is 3/20.
Up and Atom troops! Time
Sirei.
to rise and shine!
God, he's still here in spirit.
Get ready for your 50th day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day
Yes.
ready to give your life.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I did give my life. The announcement played like usual, and I got out of bed, feeling like it would be just another morning. But then... Uh-oh. Who could that be? Oh no, I'm still drooling. Hello? I opened up the door and welcomed my guest inside. Darumi? Oh, I knew it.
How'd you like the meatloaf? A real taste of home, right? Just like Mama used to make? There's a reason for that. I sliced your mother up into little pieces and put her in the... Just kidding. You've been Darumi'd.
Hey!
Yeah, oh god, sure you got me. Holy shit. Did you want something, or did you just come here to prank me? Like with the Russian roulette thing. You knew there was 6 bullets in that revolver, didn't you?
Don't shoot the messenger, bro. Mistress Hiriko sent me on an important business.
Are you like her secretary? Mistress Hiriko?
She wants you and me and Takemaru and Eito to meet up in the cafeteria. That means right the F now, mister. Anyway, now you know. I have to go tell the others. Mistress Hiriko's orders must be carried out promptly and efficiently.
Doremi bounded away, leaving chaos and confusion in her wake. Another meeting, huh? But it's only us this time. The deadline's tomorrow, so maybe Hiriko wants to discuss that test she mentioned. Maybe it's just us controlling the non-fighters becoming fighters, and they get their chance to fight. Well, only one way to find out. Cafeteria, here I come. Because certainly it'll be interesting if the invaders attack on day 16, coincidentally, the day of the test. Iman Kako? Good morning, Mr. Sumino. We're back. Huh? Back? Where did you go? We were out gathering herbs and grasses. We're pretty good at figuring out which ones are edible. There's been times in our lives when we've had to learn that the hard way.
I can't believe we're back to eating grass to survive.
This outside world is really something. We found plants I've never even seen before. Don't overdo it or eat anything that could be poisonous, okay? I still have to convince you to. There's no need to worry. Mr. Atsuki has been sneaking us bread on the side. He's such a considerate friend. Unlike a certain someone I could mention. Who? There's quite a few people. Well, excuse me. And excuse us. We must be going. This wild grass salad isn't going to eat itself.
Goodbye.
Such a cow. Because you're eating grass. That's it. Anyone else? Or everyone's just back in their rooms. Okay. Just the fighters. You're all here.
You bet we are. I gathered them all up just like you told me.
Cool. I can see that. You did an admirable job, Darumi.
Mistress praised me.
Did something happen between those two? Come on, let's hear it. What do you want this time? I want to report on your progress. How are your attempts to win over the non-fighters going? So this was part of your plan. Have you managed to convince them yet? You only have a day left. Well, not all of them. But I think Tsubasa and Gaku are starting to come around. I see. That's good. I didn't expect you to convert all 5, of course. But we can deal with the holdouts later. Deal with them how? True to my original plan. Anybody who doesn't have the will to fight will be forced to leave tomorrow. What? Wait a minute. It took a while, but we've made real progress. With just a little more time, I'm sure we can... I'm sorry, but a promise is a promise. I can't go back on my word. I mean, she's not wrong. She has to stick to her deadline. Otherwise, it was all for nothing, and no one will take her seriously. As if we didn't take her seriously already. But without any protection or battle experience, they'll die out there. If they're not going to contribute to the war effort anyway, what difference does it make? I mean, there's also the advantage of, if Tsubasa and Gaku do join up with us, surely that'll help convince the others, like, look, these two are joining. What about you three? Why does it have to be like this? To defeat the invaders and win the war, naturally. You really think abandoning those guys is going to make it any easier for us to win? I'm certain of it. I've already pointed out the possibility of them drawing the enemy's attention away from the school for a while. There's also the chance that facing real danger will knock some sense into them and finally bring out their fighting spirit. Exactly. But if they do come out of their shell, there will be spite and resentment. Those chances are slim. It's not worth the risk. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. Allowing victory to elude us would render the risks we've taken and the sacrifices we've made up to now completely meaningless. If you have time to spend worrying about the others, I'd prefer you spend it training to use your hemo anima more effectively. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. When push comes to shove, we all have to be prepared to give our lives. I mean, yeah, even the game wants us to, right? Don't worry about it, they come back in the next wave. As usual, Hiroko left no room for discussion, leaving us alone to mull over her words and consider our options.
Such an ice queen. How could anybody not stand that?
Something she said just now bothers me. Aside from the obvious, you mean? Yes, but never mind. It's probably just my imagination. Nothing worth worrying about. What's our next move? Today's our last chance to save those guys.
Hey!
I'm the one who's doing, most of the field work. I mean, Granted Takamaro has given us, hints. And some of you have accompanied me out on my expeditions. But I'm the one who's actually talking to them. I'll talk to them one last time. It might not do any good, but it's worth a try. We have to do something, or it'll all be over for them tomorrow. You're right. We can't possibly abandon our friends to such a cruel fate. Good luck, Takumi. I won't let Hiroko force him out either. I'll step in and protect them if I have to. You can't use violence and threats to get people to do what you want. Society just don't work like that. I never expected Takamaro to be the one to uphold the laws of society. Appearances can be deceiving, I guess. I guess so. Our plan of attack. In the back of my mind, I'd been expecting, hoping, really, that Hiroko would go back on her plan and cut the non-fighters some slack. I could see now how foolish I'd been to think that. Even if I've managed to change Tsubasa and Gaku's minds, Shoma and the twins will still have to leave. I can't let that happen. I have to try to talk to them one last time. Probably gonna focus on Shoma today? I should talk to Shoma, Ima, and Kako before it's too late. I feel like we'll somehow manage to convince Shoma. Ima and Kako will do their secret plan or whatever, and then we're gonna have to bring them back from the brink or something. If I'm using my savviness, they're all back here. Let's head to the north part of the roof. Shoma. This is Shoma's room. I wonder if he's in. I rang the doorbell and waited. Eventually, the door slowly opened. Well, thank you for letting me in. Hello, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for ruining your day with my existence. I rang your doorbell for a reason, and it wasn't to ruin my day. Well, we're off to a great start here. Hey, Shoma. That deadline Hiroko set for you guys is coming up tomorrow, you know? Are you sure you won't reconsider things? At this rate, she really is going to throw you out. Yes, I know. I guess I'll just be thrown out like the trash I am. You don't really want that, though, right? You shouldn't expect too much from me. I'm so hopelessly inept that me losing is basically a foregone conclusion, no matter what kind of conflict it is. Because you're making it so, okay? You're the walking self-fulfilling prophecy. This isn't some kind of physical or psychological shortcoming I can work on and overcome someday. My uselessness is baked into me at a cellular level. What? You were born to be shit? I may as well accept my fate. My staying here would only cause more trouble for everyone. You understand what you're saying, right? Once you get beyond the wall of fire, you'll probably die. Yes, I know. I've accepted that too. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's better to get it over with now so I don't really let you down later. I'm sorry you had to end up here with someone like me. Sirei recruited you for a reason, buddy. Shoma bowed his head in a gesture of deep regret and disappeared back into the darkness of his room. It's no good. He's too pessimistic for me to convince him now. Oh god. Maybe we should have tackled him first. You know, like, obviously Tsubasa and Gaku we could convince in a day, but maybe we should have like sowed the seeds in Shoma, like on day 1, and then start watering that on day 2, and so on and so forth. This is Kako's room. Maybe she'll be more willing to listen to me today. I rang the doorbell and waited. After a little while, the door was pulled open by a shaky, hesitant hand.
Brother dearest, Oh, it's you, Takumi.
Sorry if I surprised you. I just wanted to ask you something. Have you made your decision on what you're going to say tomorrow? If you don't agree to fight like the rest of us, you'll have to leave.
I know, but my dear brother said he had a plan. He said there's no need for me to fight. Just like he said there's no need for me to ever get married or leave home.
I feel like that's a discussion for another day. Okay, but let's put Ima and his plan aside for now. What do you want to do?
Me?
Oh, thinking for myself, it hurts. Was it really that hard of a question?
I don't really know. My dear brother usually handles all the big decisions.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's no different now. I have no choice but to go along with what he says.
Alright, I guess that's that then.
Thank you for coming.
Kako bowed uncertainly and closed the door, being careful to avoid making eye contact the whole time.
Hey!
It's about what I expected. I can't imagine a timid girl like that ever going out on the battlefield. Well, if Ima deems it so, she will. This is Ima's room. Let's see if he's around. I rang the doorbell and waited. A moment later, the door was thrown open.
Oh, Mr. Sumino, it's you. To what do I owe the pleasure?
Don't tell me you're still hoping to convert me to your side.
How much do you think you can achieve in just one day?
Ima, please. At least think about it.
I've done all the thinking I need to, Mr. Sumino. My safety is guaranteed, thanks to the plan I've come up with.
Oh, right. You mentioned before that you had a plan of your own.
It's a simple enough solution. All I need is a way for me and my dear sister to remain at the academy without needing to fight.
There's no way Hiroko is going to allow that. Unless you murder Hiroko in her sleep or something.
That's the problem my strategy aims to address.
Hey!
And what is the strategy exactly?
Oh, I'm so sorry. But I can't tell you that. If you knew about it, it would lose all strategic value.
Ima waved me goodbye and closed the door, his easy smile devoid of any kind of fear or anxiety. He seems so confident. I hope the secret plan of his isn't anything violent. I've talked to all 3 of the remaining non-fighters, but it hasn't done any good. I've done what I can now. I guess I'll just go back to my room. Why do I get the feeling that Hiroko's a little bit in danger here? I had a feeling it would turn out this way, but I'm still not happy about it. If those 3 really are kicked out tomorrow, what'll happen to them then? Isn't there anything I can do? I wonder who that could be. Has one of them changed their mind after all? I doubt it. Hope fluttered in my chest as I went to the door, but when I opened it... all my hope disappeared at the sight of Eito. Jeez. Hello, Takumi. May I have a moment of your time? Oh, you're here to sell me something? Oh, hey, Eito. What's up? I wanted to discuss something. You know, about Hiroko. What about her? You want to plan a mutiny or something? You remember what I told you in the cafeteria this morning? Something Hiroko said back then bothered me. I've been thinking about it, and I'm sure now that it's important. Well, spill the beans. So what did she say that was so strange? I thought you said it was probably nothing. That was just an excuse. I thought it would be better if we didn't discuss it in front of everyone. What do you mean? I'm almost certain Hiroko is hiding something from us. If I'd pressed the matter, we'd have gotten into a big argument. Things are strained enough right now as it is. I didn't want to risk escalating them further. I can understand that logic. Yeah, we are on the ropes right now. I guess that makes sense. What is it that you think she's hiding? I want you to think back to what Hiroko told us before she left, and see if anything stands out. The enemy commanders are far stronger than us. We'll never defeat them if we get too hung up on our own survival. She knows who the enemy commanders are. I also thought that was strange. Right back when she was cataloging the data, she was like, she said commanders in plural, like she already knew what they were. That humanoid invader with the strange transformation was certainly stronger than any other foes we've come up against. But she said commanders. Plural, not singular. Yeah. And she said that we stand no chance against them either. We've never fought an invader like that before or since. It's not impossible that there's others like it out there. I mean, Sirei did say that's the enemy commander. But Hiroko spoke about there being more as if it were a sure thing. Now that you mention it, that is kind of weird. Bear in mind, what I'm about to say is just my own conjecture. But it seems to me that Hiroko views this war differently from the rest of us. Almost like she knows something we don't. That wouldn't be out of the question. She did say she's been fighting the invaders a lot longer than we have. But if the people in charge have told her something, or if she's found out something for herself, what could it be? Only one way to find out. We have to ask her about it ourselves. What, just like that? There's no way she'll tell us the truth that easily. She'll probably brush the whole thing off. Will I have to persuade her? Knowing what she knows will allow us all to make more informed decisions. It makes sense. Strategically speaking, everyone's got a strategy here. Ima, Hiroko, now Eito. If she insists on dodging the issue after that, we can get everyone together and put more pressure on her. We could even make her step down as leader. But she has all the cards, she knows everything. She's kinda, unfortunately, the most well-suited to be the leader. What? If Hiroko's no longer in charge, she won't have any authority to make the others leave. It's not like we voted her into that position to begin with anyway. You're basically suggesting we stage a mutiny. Isn't that a step too far? I don't think it will come to that. Hiroko won't let anything happen that might jeopardize our chances of beating the invaders. Yeah, that's true. Man, Eito, always looking to overthrow the regime. First it was Sirei, now it's Hiroko. I don't know what this information she's hiding is, but if it can help give us a better perspective on the war, we ought to know about it. It might even make the last 3 non-fighters change their minds. That's a chance worth betting on, don't you think? I guess. As long as we don't have, like, the classic Danganronpa. Here's a murder scene discovery when we come upon Hiroko's corpse and Ima standing over her with a knife. You see, it's in everyone's best interest for Hiroko to share what she knows with us. The thing is, though, she scares me. I'm not great at talking to people anyway, and I don't think I could make my case very well. I always feel better around you, Takumi. And you have quite a way with words, so... So that's what this is all about. I'm your proxy. I'm your beard. Alright, I'll go with you, and try to get the truth out of Hiroko. What do you think she'll want out of the gift-o-matic? Thank you. I think it's best if we talk in private. Just the 3 of us, before involving anyone else. I believe Hiroko is in the leisure lounge on the 3rd floor alone. Would you mind coming along with me right now? Sure, no problem. Let's go talk to her. Thank you, Takumi. Is Hiroko really hiding something? I can only hope she'll be honest with us. If she refuses, things could get complicated. Well, I'm sure it'll work out, somehow. Right? It has to. Nighttime. The eve of everyone leaving. Kako, what are you doing out here? Hi, Kako. I don't see you on your own very often.
My dear brother said he needed time to get his master plan ready. He's shut himself in his room and doesn't want to be disturbed.
What is his plan anyway? Did he tell you anything about it?
No, not a thing. He handles important stuff by himself.
I see.
If there's nothing else, I'll get back to my walk now. Excuse me.
Alright, everyone else is in their rooms. It is nighttime. Let's go. Eito said Hiroko was in the leisure lounge. What would she be doing here all on her own? Leisuring, obviously. She's been working hard on those spreadsheets and KPIs. Look, Takumi, over there! Eito pointed to the pool. From where we were standing, we could make out a shadow moving in the water. As we got closer, whatever it was came to the surface, sending a spray of water across the edge of the pool. Standing there was, of course...
Your peeping technique leaves a lot to be desired.
Oh, yeah, we're level 1 on that.
What? We weren't peeping!
Yeah, we're full on ogling!
That's right. We wouldn't. That's to say, we didn't.
Why are you both acting so flustered? Does my body really unsettle you that much?
No, absolutely not. We're just terrified of you as a person, okay?
It's not that, it's just...
Get to the point. I know you didn't walk in here by accident.
Oh, yeah.
You knew I'd be here, so you must be here to see me. Out with it. What do you want?
Okay, guess we're having this conversation now.
We have something very important we want to discuss with you.
Very important, you say?
Yes, that's why we're interrupting your wonderful swim and spa session.
All right. Wait here while I go get changed.
Okay. We watched Hiroko make her way toward the locker room, the silence broken only by the echo of her wet footsteps. Half an hour later. Jesus, half an hour. Thank you for waiting. Now, let's hear this very important matter of yours. My time is precious. Feel free to skip the preamble. Okay, well, she said skip the preamble. There's no easy way to do this. I've just got to go for the direct approach. Eito, hey! Let's hear what Hiroko has to say. Right, okay. No time to waste. Alright. I'm going to come right out and ask. Hiroko, do you know something about this war? Something the rest of us don't? That's a big sigh. What makes you think that? And so suddenly, too. We figured it out from some of the stuff you've said and done. Plus, if we assume you have information that we don't, it actually explains a lot. Your cold, practical attitude, for one, and your dedication to winning at any cost. Is it true? Do you know the truth about this war? About Lost Defense Academy? It's not that we consider you an unfit leader or anything, Hiroko. Why'd you have to go and bring that up now? Now that Sirei's gone, there's no doubt you're the best person for the job. But I can't follow someone who insists on keeping us in the dark like this. And I'm sure everyone else would feel the same, if they knew. Is that a threat? Are you planning to go behind my back and turn everyone against me? Believe me, I'd rather not have to. Fighting among ourselves could tear this unit apart. If that happens, we'll be in no condition to fight the invaders anymore.
Hey!
We're not trying to start a confrontation here. We're still on your side. We just want to know the truth. Everyone's so confused about what we're doing here and how we got caught up in it. Once we know the truth, it'll be a lot easier for us to focus on doing whatever it takes to win the war and go home. So please, if you know anything that might help explain all of this, I think we have a right to hear it. You've really got me up against the wall here. I can hardly shrug this off with an I don't know anything now, can I? I'm impressed. I didn't think you had it in you to grill me this mercilessly. Mercilessly? Oh god. I didn't think we were doing that bad. We didn't mean to grill you exactly. You've asked me if I know something about this war. If I have to answer, then... Yes. I do have certain information that you might find relevant. You do? Really? What is it? Is it about what's in the defense room? Or how they chose who to send here? Hold on. Can we go get the others first? I want everyone to hear this all at once. It'll be better for our morale that way. Fuck! Nighttime?
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay.
Oh, well. They're saved by the bell.
You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The nighttime announcement. I didn't realize how late it was, even though it's literally nighttime. We'd be up all night if we try to call a meeting now. Maybe we should pick this up again tomorrow morning. Is that all right with you, Hiroko? Yeah, if she's still alive. I'll tell everyone to meet up in the cafeteria, like we did before. Very well. You're right. It's best that everyone hears this firsthand. And you're not going to go back on this? Oh my god. Every time this happens! It happened with Sirei. Alright guys, yeah, I'll confer with the higher-ups and then I'm sure they'll give the go-ahead and I'll tell you everything. Next morning, he's gone. It's gonna happen again, isn't it? It's going to happen right now. We know Ima's planning something. You haven't left me with much choice. Besides, I haven't been hiding this information because it reflects badly on me or anything like that. I just thought it might be better to spare you from such a harrowing truth. A despairing truth. Harrowing? It's that bad? You should tell everyone that was your reason for hiding it, too. Trust us. Whatever this truth might be, I'm confident we can handle it. Something tells me not all of us will handle it with grace. We made it this far, and most of us have made up our minds to put our lives on the line. Our resolve won't be shaken so easily. Eito, you have too much faith in us, I think. Alright, I'll trust you. Just be aware that it's a long story, and you may not like what you hear. The fact that I've kept this secret from you for this long should give you an idea of how bad it is. Yes, I'll tell everyone to prepare themselves for the worst. I never really thought it would turn out like this. But it's a relief that I'll finally get it off my chest. I'm going to sleep well tonight. Yeah. And forever. At this rate, a beat later, Hiroko was already halfway to the door. Before she could leave, I called after her. Wait! Can I ask you one last thing? What is it? Were you serious about the deadline tomorrow? Were you really going to force the non-fighters to leave? You've said time and again that you didn't care if they died. Did you mean that? The way you talked about protecting us from the truth right now, I'm finding it hard to believe that you're really that heartless. My primary goal here is to win the war. There is nothing I won't do for the sake of victory. But it's not enough for us to defeat the invaders. All of us have to survive as well. That's what victory means to me. Whoa, she's going for a 100% save everyone run. Despite those words, Hiroko clearly didn't intend to loosen up anytime soon. She continued on her way, her back to us the whole time. Hiroko. She's not so bad after all. Just a little clumsy when it comes to expressing her feelings. Oh, God. Where's the death flag? I think it's so high up in the sky, I can't even see it anymore. Eito and I didn't stick around for long after that. We'd done all we came to do, and it was getting late. We went back to our rooms. I'm glad we figured things out, but what about this harrowing truth Hiroko mentioned? Whatever it is, it's made her obsessed with winning this war. But it's also something she thought we'd be happier not knowing about. What could be that terrible? What is this big secret? What is this big, awful, tragic event that's going to ruin and upend our lives?